All right, so you're here because you probably want to lose weight. You probably want to lose it as fast as possible, and you probably want to keep the weight off forever. I'm sure you're excited. You start to work out, you start to exercise, you start to eat healthy, and maybe you see some changes, but then all of a sudden you come to a plateau. Now, trust me, I understand how frustrating it can be to be so excited to lose weight, but yet the scale just doesn't budge on a weekly basis and you're not seeing much progress. Trust me, I know. If you don't know who I am, I'm Coach Subakuba. I'm the owner of the SubaFit Academy, and I coach men and women all over the world to shred stubborn body fat and achieve their body transformation goals. The first and most important thing when it comes to weight loss is actually having a specific goal. Now, how much weight do you want to lose? Do you want to lose 1 pound a week? Do you want to lose 2 pounds a week? Do you have a goal weight? A lot of times when I'm speaking to individuals online who are looking to join the SubaFit Academy, I ask them, how much weight do you want to lose? And a lot of people don't even have an idea of how much weight they want to lose, and that's the number one mistake that causes you to progress slowly in your fitness journey. Now, I want you to think about this way as to why a specific goal is super important. I want you to think about running a race, right? They put you at the starting line, they say, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And then you're looking around, you're like, I don't even know where to run to. So you might end up running in the woods, you might end up running down the street, you might end up running to your neighbor Sally's house. You might not ever end up at the finish line because you have no idea where it even is. So with that being said, if you don't have a specific weight loss goal, your actions on a daily basis aren't going to align. And just like, the bowl of candy, if it's out of sight, out of mind. So if your goal is out of sight and it's not specific enough, it's going to be out of your mind and you're not going to do what is necessary to actually achieve the weight loss you want to lose. Now, the second thing that may be slowing down your weight loss is having no specific time frame for achieving it. Again, being specific is very important here. If you don't have a specific time frame for losing the amount of weight you want to lose, it will take you very long to get there. I want you to go back to the days in school, right? Imagine like your teacher just gave you a project and they're like, yeah, get this done whenever you feel like it, and you'll accomplish it, but whenever you have time. So what would most likely happen in that situation is you would think of every excuse to not do the assignment since there was no urgency involved. You would probably much rather hang out with your friends, you would probably much rather play sports, you probably would get busy at work, you probably would get busy with your family, and thus it would take you a very, very long time to get that project or assignment done. Now, when it comes to weight loss, if you don't have a specific time frame for wanting to lose that weight, what's going to happen? You're probably not going to be as urgent on a daily basis. It's going to be a lot easier for you to skip the gym, not track your food, and not even worry about losing weight in the first place because it's not urgent enough for you. So the second thing you need to really do is develop some urgency into wanting to lose this weight. And you need to determine, how much weight you want to lose on a daily basis, and then take the total amount of weight you want to lose and then do the math. So if you want to lose 50 pounds and then you want to lose 2 pounds per week, then your time frame is 25 weeks to lose these next 50 pounds. Now, the third thing slowing down your weight loss is shiny object syndrome. Now, if you don't know what shiny object syndrome is, this is like when you get distracted by the new thing that's coming out. This is what we call fad diets, right? Maybe you've tried keto and then you're like, keto, I don't want to do. Ooh, water fasting, let me do water fasting. Oh, let me try this new diet over here. Oh, look at this workout on social media, I want to do that workout. Oh, look at this influencer's workout plan. And then you're bouncing back and forth between new programs and nutritional regimens every other week. And because of that, you're just chasing muscle confusion, you're confusing your body, and there's really no such thing as shocking the muscle. At the end of the day, you're gonna see much more progress following a specific plan and then progressively overloading on a week-to-week basis. And it's the same thing with your nutrition. Believe it or not, your body doesn't like, changing up your nutrition every week. It likes to get used to a certain kind of eating. So the more consistent you can keep your eating, as in your caloric intake, your macronutrient intake, and even the types of foods you're consuming, is gonna be a benefit to you. Trust me, I have a lot of clients that come in, I'm like, oh, what have you tried to lose weight so far? And they're like, oh, I did keto last week, then the week before that I did water fasting, then the week before that I did a 90-day challenge, then the week before that I did the 75 hard, and then it's like, whoa, how'd you do this all in the last month? No wonder you're not seeing any progress because you haven't given it enough time. I want you to think about chopping down a tree. This is the example I use with all my clients, is that when you're chopping down a tree, you can hit it 1,000 times and that tree won't come down if you hit it in 1,000 different places. That tree's just gonna have 1,000 different hit marks on it. But if you hit that tree 1,000 times in the same exact place, that tree will have a much better chance of coming down. Thus, your weight loss goal will have a much better chance of actually coming to fruition. So don't get distracted by those shiny objects. Number 4, the fourth thing that's holding you back from losing weight is too extreme of a method. So many people want to lose weight so fast that they will do whatever it takes for the first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, They'll starve themselves. They'll do 2 miles of cardio every single day. They'll eat foods they hate. This is what I call cardboard eating. We don't want to eat cardboard. And because of that, this is an unsustainable approach, right? It's not an approach that you can do consistently for a long period of time. And because of that, that's what leads to binge eating, falling off track, and hating the gym as a whole because you're doing something you hate. I want you to think about it this way. Is your diet regimen and workout regimen something that you see yourself doing the rest of your life, or at least for the next year? If the answer is no, then you're doing too extreme of a method that doesn't work with your lifestyle. Don't try to change your life and make your life fitness. Try to fit fitness in your current life. There's so many clients I work with that, we're eating 900 calories a day, 1200 calories a day, eating cardboard, boring foods, but then they said they would binge drink and binge eat on the weekends. And I said, no wonder you're binging, because you're doing something you hate during the week. Of course you want to escape from that. Remember, your goals don't care what day of the week it is. So if you eat clean Monday through Friday, but binge on Saturday and Sunday, it can take you out of your calorie deficit for the week. Thus is the reason why you're probably either gaining weight or not losing as much weight as you want to lose. What I found is that implementing in meal plans that my clients actually enjoy the foods they're eating, and then implementing in workouts that work with my clients' busy work schedule or family life, it's gonna be a lot more sustainable, and this allowed them to be a lot more consistent, and was a big reason why the majority of my clients lose 10 and 15 pounds in just their first month in the academy. The fifth and final thing that is really slowing down your weight loss. You ready for it? Now, this is for a small percentage of people, but it's okay if this is you. And it's that you absolutely have zero idea what to do. You don't know how many steps per day you should be getting. You don't know how often you should do cardio. You don't know what to eat. You don't even know what a macro is. You don't know how to track your food. You don't know what is healthy and what's not healthy. You don't understand really how to exercise in the gym. But one thing I want to say is that is perfectly okay, because we all started off at square one day. Nobody was born knowing how to lift a weight or born knowing how to eat. These are things you need to be taught and learn over time. That's really good news that you found my page, because that's exactly what I specialize in. So make sure I'm plugging it, make sure you subscribe. But whether you subscribe or not, one thing I want to say is, if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have a plan, that's probably why you're not losing weight. I want you to think about, you get an IKEA table and you order it, but you don't have instructions to put it together. If you don't have instructions of what to do, chances are that IKEA table is gonna stay in the box, or you're gonna put the left leg on the right side and the right leg upside down, and next thing you know, that IKEA table never turned out how it was supposed to turn out. That's kind of why your weight loss journey hasn't turned out the way you wanted it to turn out, because you don't have a specific step-by-step plan or blueprint to get it done. So to go over it one more time, the 5 things that are slowing down your weight loss are: 1, you don't have a specific weight loss goal, so you don't even know what you're shooting for. 2, you haven't made a specific time frame to get it done in, so there's no urgency there, and you're kind of just walking through, strolling through life. You're not really making the most out of each day. So thus it takes you 2 to 3 years to see the same amount of results that you would see in just a few months. Number 3, you have shiny object syndrome. Maybe you're bouncing back and forth between different workout programs every other week, or you're trying a different nutritional plan when it doesn't work and you come to a plateau. Remember, good things take time, and consistency and progressive overload is gonna be key. Number 4, you're doing too extreme of a method, something that's unsustainable for you, which explains bouncing back and forth between seeing results and then slacking, seeing results, then binge eating. Do something that works with your lifestyle. And number 5, the last one, maybe you just don't know exactly what to do. And that's perfectly okay, because learning and learning and learning is gonna be your best friend, and everybody starts from square one. But if you don't know what to do, chances are you're not gonna put in the daily actions to get there. The feeling of overwhelm is the number 1 reason that stops people from actually taking action. So if you have a plan, I found that it takes a lot of the overwhelm out of losing weight, right? It can be a lot. And once you take that out of the equation, execution becomes a lot easier. And that's how you really see results, is by getting your hands dirty, not just thinking about it. But that's it, that's all. Those are 5 things that could be slowing down your weight loss. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, but I really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you have the best day of your life, and let's get super fit.